All right, so I'm in the process of making and sewing things for our trip to Italy. We're going to Italy for our honeymoon because we didn't get to take one over the summer because there was just a lot of factors, and so we planned it for September, and I'm so excited. We're going to Rome and the Amalfi Coast, and obviously I need to sew and make some outfits for this trip. I'm definitely the kind of person who dresses for wherever I'm going to match like the aesthetic, the vibe, the colors. In Italy definitely has a lot of opportunities for dressing for the occasion and dressing in really fun ways. And since I have time right now, I have been dedicating a lot of sewing time, been trying to projects that I want to make specifically for Italy, so I at least have like a handful of things that I have made for myself. So some of those projects are fixing things that I have, altering things that I have that I want to take with me, and then some of them are completely making new things from scratch. So I'm so excited about a lot of these because they're really fun projects, and I get to finally use some of this thrifted fabric and sheets and curtains that I've been holding on to for a really long time. So anyways, I thought I would film a vlog kind of taking you through that process, not detailed steps for sewing everything, but just kind of the behind the scenes of sewing clothes for my Italy trip slash honeymoon. So yeah, let's get started. All right, we are in the throes of sewing and mending things for Italy, and I leave in like a little over a week, like a week and one day. I have a couple of things that need to get not really mended, but like altered for them to work, for me to take them. And then I have a half sewn dress. I need to completely sew a brand new dress that I wanted to take. And I also have two other pieces that I've already sewn. So basically we're gonna see what we can get through and what time I have for other sewing project ideas that I've thought of for Italy. I have two striped shirts that I need to fix for Italy. This one I thrifted a while back, and I just need to, like, you can even see it, fix right here. It kind of came unsewn, and so re-sew that over. It's just kind of this tan and white short sleeve striped shirt. Easily go with a skirt that I have or pants. The other shirt is this red and white striped shirt. I used to be obsessed with blue and white stripes and red and white stripes because I just thought they were so classic. It was also that very like retro vintage style I was into like back in high school and college. I thrifted this shirt a while back. It is probably like from the 80s or 90s, and I just loved the colors and the print, and that it was oversized and definitely a great classic. Was definitely like giving Italy vibes, but because it is so large, I think it's, I don't even know what size it is, but it's a larger size. It says size 24, so pretty big oversized, which I love. But the sleeves weren't really cuffed, they were just hemmed, and so they're super loose. So I'm going to fold those under and put elastic so that it fits a little bit better. So that's one thing that needs to get done as well. My biggest issue when I pack for trips is that I often, obviously, pack too much. I try to like plan out all of my outfits so that I have the perfect amount of clothes for the time that I'm there, that everything goes together. But the other issue with me traveling is that I'm not really like a minimalist or capsule wardrobe person, which really helps when you're traveling because you have a lot of pieces that you can mix and match and that go together. And you also have a lot of solids and basic pieces, and that's not entirely me when I'm traveling because I tend to be a little bit extra, and I'm wanting to like have outfits that match where I'm going. And Italy to me is just color, print, funness. I have some simple pieces for this trip, so I'm interested to see how I can mix and match and maybe cut down on my packing. But that is the issue, is that a lot of these things are one dresses, so there's not a lot of mixing and matching that you can do there. So if you're gonna wear dresses for half the time, you literally have to pack 5 or 6 dresses, which take up a lot of space. And then a lot of things are prints that don't go with other things. So I'm trying to figure out how I can like be smarter about packing for this trip with all my clothes. Okay, so I also have 2 other things of fabric that I really want to make and doesn't like for Italy because I just think the colors are so good. So the first, it just screams Italy to me. Again, like yellow, green, and blue. I don't know, something Italian. I think that these, they're not really like olives. I don't know what they are, and they're not really lemons, some kind of fruit. And then we have some pretty trees. and it's printed in like a stripe pattern. It's also this really soft, lightweight cotton, which is so gorgeous. And I feel like this would make such a pretty light, very classic Italian dress for Sorrento, which is like known for lemons, but I'm also making a lemon dress. So I just feel like this would match the places that I'm going. Sorrento, the Amalfi Coast. I might wear this in Rome, but Rome to me is more like, that's where I wear my neutrals and my like rusty colors, and then the coast is like the bright colors. That's just how I think about Italy. I don't know why. So anyways, I don't know if we will be able to make something out of this, but if we are, the outfit idea I have is really, really simple. I don't think it would take a long time. I also have this sheet, which again, blue and white, super duper pretty. And I have an idea for this one, but again, everything comes down to time. Okay, so I did start working on a dress, and it's white and blue. This is the sketch idea of it. I sketched it out based on 2 sheets that I have, and the sheets are really cool that I thrifted because they were contrasting. So one of them was white with blue print, the other one was blue with white print, and so I wanted to kind of play around with the different colors and do mix and matching in the different sections. This dress style is actually inspired by a dress that I think I made last summer, or it might have been like a year and a half ago. Inspired by the brand Mulby the Label. It's this amazing British brand that I'm obsessed with and love, and they make these really fun 2-tone dresses that will take one print in different colors and sew them together. So I made a video tutorial about that dress, so I'm using that same pattern and idea for this one. And so we have the top made. So again, it's so fun because it's like blue and white, but it's different contrasts. And so now all I have to do is put the skirt on, which is the white, and it's gonna have a ruffle that's the blue. It's gonna be really fun. I think that this will be perfect for Italy, but like my dream place to wear this would be Santorini, Greece, because Santorini, like the color palette for it is literally white and blue. Be so perfect. So future goals is to go to Santorini, Greece and wear this dress. All right, another day working on all the Italy things. Today the goal is to alter and fix the pieces that I need to fix, which are really quick fixes, and then I need to also finish my blue and white dress. I came up with an idea for another dress that I want to make for Italy, but I'm not allowing myself to work on that today until I've mended the pieces and finished at least one dress. I'm really bad about starting new projects before the other ones are done. So that is the goal. I am thinking about making a completely separate video for the other dress, but I'll share bits and pieces of it in this one. Then there's also a lemon dress I have to make, which I haven't talked about yet, because I think I'm gonna work on that tomorrow, and so I'll share all the fun details.
Yes, of course I am.
Just ignore any tiny woman. 200 pounds and sweater. Oh, this is good. I like this. Maybe after this, I'll get this up here.
One thing I'm always super curious as a seamstress and like seeing other seamstresses and sewists is if they like watch anything while they're sewing. I am definitely the person who will watch through movies, binge a TV show while sewing. I've been known to listen to audiobooks and podcasts depending on like what I need to catch up on or what I'm feeling in the mood for. And honestly, I feel like I've gotten through like so many TV shows, so many movies, so many podcasts, so many audiobooks because of sewing. Because when I actually have like a day free to sew, it's like multiple hours, so you can get through a lot of things. And right now in Wisconsin, we're in the middle of fall, so it's like beautiful, nice, cool weather, 60s, 70s. In a couple of weeks it's probably gonna get into the 50s, and so I was feeling a little bit in a Gilmore Girls mood today. Watched that for a little bit, watched the first episode to get back into it, and then I've been meaning to start Outlander again. I ended at the end of like season 2, and I love Scotland. My family heritage is Scottish, and so I've been wanting to get back into that show and watch it, so that's what we're watching today too. I've also been watching Suits on Netflix. So anyways, yeah, just always a different cycle of TV shows while I'm sewing in the background. So at this point, I think I've been sewing for like 4 hours, and I altered and fixed the 2 tops I needed to, and I'm still trying to finish this dress. Oh, I think sometimes going into sewing projects that they're going to be so quick and easy, especially if it's something that I've made before. And then sometimes there's like additional things to tweak about the pattern because this is the pattern that I made. Yeah, it's just taking way longer than I wanted it to. Plus it has a ruffle and a gathered skirt. So there's tons of gathering and that takes forever, but all I have to do is put the zipper in this and then we can move on to other things. All right, we finished the blue and white dress despite some headaches and hiccups, like the front not fitting, so I literally just had to put a random seam. But oh well, it's done and it's ready for Italy. All right, so unfortunately I came up with another dress that I want to make for Italy that was not on my list. The lemon fabric still needs to be cut and sewn, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I think this dress should be pretty easy. It's gonna be a midi dress with like an elasticy bodice and really flowy sleeves, and I want to make sure and keep these designs that are on this, so we're gonna try it. So yesterday I had the brilliant idea to add yet another sewing project to my Italy sewing projects. A yellow dress. Thankfully though, we got it done in a day. It was probably like the quickest sewing project I've done in a while, so I'll show you how it turned out. Alright, so this is the dress. You can kind of see some of it. So I made it out of this vintage sheet that was yellow and that had these designs on the bottom. So I wanted to keep those, and then I used the pillowcases for the sleeves so that I could also have designs for the sleeves. And this is what we got. It turned out a little shorter, honestly, than I was wanting. I prefer more of midi length dresses. Most people, this would have been midi length. I am like 5'10", and so this is like knee length on me. So I might add a ruffle later on, but it's good enough for Italy. Today though, I am starting my lemon dress, which I'm filming a completely separate video for, because it's just a really fun project, and I'm using a free sewing pattern from Mood Sewing Society, Mood Fabrics blog. And it's a really, really cool pattern, so if you want to make it yourself, you can just follow that tutorial. But that's what we're starting now. So this right here is just me piecing together the free pattern from Mood. So we finished the lemon dress today. It came out so good, like so cute. Definitely some things could easily be tweaked if I were to make it again, because it is on a pattern that I made, but actually turned out really well, and the vision I was looking for, so good. I'm wearing one of the shirts that I fixed for Italy, although now I'm really second guessing this because I feel like it looks too much like a pirate. Next up, so I thought I had this really cute linen two-piece skirt and top set that was like cream and red with like a floral print that I had gotten at like Marshall's, and I was really excited to take it to Italy because linen is a natural fiber that I'm trying to like get more of in my wardrobe, and I thought it was just such a cute set to take to Italy, and I have looked through all my boxes and I cannot find it. That's one of the issues of moving is that where we are currently living is a very small house. It's literally a tiny house, and so most of my closet I haven't even unpacked, and so I was looking through all of my boxes of clothes and bags in storage, and I just cannot find the set. So I guess we're not taking it. The challenge now is just figuring out how to pack everything. I still have some ideas of things that I would love to make for Italy, but at this point, after pulling out pieces from a store that I would love to take to Italy and that would really fit my like aesthetic that I'm going for, I feel like I'm like already over the amount of clothes I need to take. So yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out. I have one more dress that I really want to make, so we'll see if we have time to make that. If not, I might make a top shirt version of it because it's the same fabric as the boxer shorts that I made and that I'm coming out with a tutorial about pretty soon, because then I could wear that as like a set for pajamas or just like an around town set, or wear that top with like a pair of pants that I'm taking. So I feel like it would be more versatile for a couple of things, whereas most of the stuff I pack is dresses, so you can only really wear it like one time, and that's one of the issues. So that's where we're at. All right, the sun is really bright right now, but this is the lemon dress as best you can see it. It actually came out really well, and I used the stripe to contrast right here, and then under the bust, and then the stripes at the bust, and I added tie straps. It's like a midi length, so it's actually really cute. So yeah, I'm coming out with a tutorial all about how I made this because I used a free pattern from Mood Sewing Society and then did my own tweaks as well. So currently these are the 3 dresses that I have sewn. So 3 dresses out of like 11 days, and we'll see what other things I need to add to my packing from these 3 things. I forgot the next thing I have to do. So I have a linen cream pair of pants that I thrifted at Goodwill. They're from the Target and New Day brand. They're like a really great pair of linen pants that's so perfect for Italy. I'm really tall though, I'm like 5'10", and so most like traditional pants you get from the store are not gonna fit me, being long enough at least, because if we're talking about just like regular sizing, like a small is what would fit me, but it would be like 1.5 inches, 2 inches too short. So I think I'm going to try and take out the hem because I think it will give me like 1.5 inches more of length so that they're not just like an awkward short length, because this is like a staple piece in what I'm taking in Italy. Alright, well, I think we have concluded all the sewing that needs to get done for Italy. I was thinking about using the green and white striped fabric and making a really cute dress that's inspired by the designer and brand Gani. And then I was like, well, maybe not a dress, maybe I'll turn it into one of their like top versions and then it will match my boxer shorts. Was gonna do all of that, and then I started like pulling out all the pieces that I wanted to pack, and I realized I already have all my days covered and I don't need to make myself go crazy trying to pack more than I have room for. So I am still planning on probably making that dress. It's just going to be its own like separate tutorial and wasn't part of my Italy sewing. But we honestly sewed like 3 whole things and mended a couple of things, and then I realized there were things and pieces that I didn't need to make. I was just gonna make myself crazy trying to cram them in, and they would also be pieces that I would only wear like one time, and I was trying to take more pieces that I can cycle through and wear a couple of days so that I save space while packing. So now it is time to pack all of my clothes for Italy and hit the road. So stay tuned for all of the Italy details, hopefully coming in a vlog video, and then also stay tuned for the lemon dress, and make sure you're following me on social media for all the fun things.